Hi there and welcome to my video today. I am going to be showing you how I use all my different collage papers made with my Gelli plate. A lot of times we can just get a little carried away with the papers and then we don't know how to use them. I know that I do that. And I also make them in different colors that I don't really use. So today we're going to just go through really quick three different options on using your Gelli plate papers. So I'm just going to start with some glue and a little white gesso and create just kind of a creamy blue color that I know that I will use for different papers. I wanted to make fresh papers for you just to show you how my process works. I try to think about what I'm actually going to be using them for, and then I create the papers based on the color that I think would go best with what I'm creating. I'm using a cool blue. I think I might add a little turquoise to it. Nothing too crazy. I just want to come up with a color that I know whatever is on the paper I will actually use. Because I think that's what we run into when we make a lot of Gelli papers, is that all of a sudden you have all these papers and they're beautiful, but are we actually using them? And they just gather dust. So the first paper I'm going to use is my Gelli paper. This is thin translucent paper and I get it in a box. It's called Logan Wrap, 500 sheets. You get it at any restaurant supply store. And this is how I make a lot of my papers with these deli papers because they're translucent and they create just kind of a nice accent. So you really have to kind of push through with this. So we're just trying to get some color on the paper. So that's kind of a cool pattern that I could definitely use for some of my pieces. And then underneath, we still have this imprint that we can take. Now I'm using some basic craft paper. It's nothing fancy. We're just going to put it down for a second, let it absorb, and then we'll pull it up. Okay, so that's a great thing to use in my mixed media art as well. I'm going to do one a little bit lighter, add a little more white into it. Then the third option, I'm going to use a different stencil, something that will be easier to show up. So it's going to be a little bit of a bigger stencil. And I'm going to print just right into my art journal. So you just want to push pretty hard. Just get down to the page, as much pressure as you can, and then pull it up. Look at that. It's like making your own monoprint right in your art journal. So that's a great way to start a page as well. So what I'm going to do with these different pieces, these are all acrylic paints, but a lot of times when I'm done with painting something, I'll just take the extra paint and put it on some paper just so I don't waste it. And something like this could be a really cool kind of layering piece over these. So I usually just take some scissors, kind of cut the border off, and then just rip some kind of shape from it. And this would work on either one. You could put it here, you could put it here. I think I'll do it on this one. This is a great way to add layers into your pieces with this deli paper, and you can kind of still see through to the bottom a little. So there's one way of doing it. And then also You can actually start a new piece with this. A lot of times I will make shorts using different collage papers, and I often do them on index cards. So this would be a perfect way to start a card. And I also use collage papers to start just general mixed media work, so it kind of gets rid of that fear of the big blank white page. So this is just a great example of how you can use your Gelli plate prints. This is craft paper. This is deli paper used as kind of a translucent layer. And then the last one is right into your art journal. And then you can kind of collage around it or paint over it or stamp over it. There's so many different ways you can use them. The possibilities really are endless. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And also, I will put some more videos right here of me making some jelly prints that you can kind of get some tips from as well. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.